So it's been a while since we last did a head-to-head for layer 1s or between layer 1s. I know we recently did another one on layer 0s, which was Polkadot and Cosmos Network. But here we are talking of some layer 1s. And if I may also add, these layer 1s we're going to cover in this video, they are not your popular layer 1s, although one of them is quite popular in certain sectors. And here I'm talking of Kadena versus Kaspa. Kaspa with an SPA towards the end, not the other one. Okay, so we're going to do a head-to-head comparing the underlying technology and the architecture, the consensus mechanism, and also general usability. But before I jump into today's head-to-head, guys, please note that I am not a financial advisor. I'm just some dude on the internet who is invested within the cryptocurrency space, and I'm also trying to learn as well as educate others who may want to learn or hear from other people who have experienced things differently to the way they're experiencing them today, so that you don't have to make some of the mistakes I've made during my own journey. But I think I am improving and I'm getting better in what I do. But please take what I'm going to share with you as educational and entertainment content. It's not financial advice. So, Kaspa versus Kadena, which one is the one you should actually be focusing on? The reason we selected these two, Kadena and Kaspa, is because they both share something in common. They share the proof of work element because they both incorporate proof of work, but they then introduce other things within their architecture as well as consensus mechanisms. So I think these have got more in common than what some people might think. And this should also inform you if you are invested in either of these. At the end, this should also inform you if you were to choose the correct one between these two, which one would you go for? Because I think if you have both, you are probably holding more of the same, so to speak, and there will be pros and cons for holding each of these, of course. So let's start with the underlying technology, and we're going to start off or kick off this segment with Kaspa, KASPA. Kaspa is based on a directed acyclic graph or DAG structure, specifically using a block DAG. Unlike traditional blockchains that use linear chains, Kaspa's DAG allows multiple blocks to be generated and confirmed simultaneously, which can enhance scalability. And the programming language used by Kaspa, its implementation is primarily in Rust, a language known for its memory safety and performance. Unique features for Kaspa. Kaspa's block DAG structure enables high throughput and low confirmation times. This system is designed to handle a high volume of transactions by allowing multiple blocks to coexist and interconnect, which enhances its scalability and reduces latency. So that's the underlying technology for Kaspa. Moving on to the underlying technology for Kadena, ticker symbol KDA. Kadena utilizes a traditional blockchain structure but innovates with its chainweb architecture. Chainweb consists of multiple parallel chains that work together to enhance scalability and security by spreading the workload across multiple chains. Moving on to the programming language used by Kadena. Kadena uses PAT, a purpose-built smart contract language that emphasizes ease of use, security, and formal verification. Unique features for Kadena. Kadena's chainweb architecture allows the network to scale by adding more chains, theoretically enabling infinite scalability without sacrificing security. Pact Kadena smart contract language focuses on human-readable codes, formal verification to maximize errors and vulnerabilities. So that's on the underlying technology for Kadena. Moving on to consensus mechanism. We start off with Kaspa again. Kaspa uses proof of work consensus mechanism similar to Bitcoin, but with a key difference in its implementation with the block DAG structure. This allows Kaspa to process multiple blocks per second compared to Bitcoin. And that then leads us to energy efficiency. Since Kaspa uses proof of work, it is energy intensive, although its unique architecture aims to make the mining process more efficient by reducing block propagation time and increasing block inclusion rates. As for Kadena, it employs a proof of work just like Kaspa, but combines it with its chainweb architecture. This proof of work mechanism operates across multiple chains, reducing the energy consumption per transaction while maintaining high security. And that then takes us on to energy efficiency. Kadena's proof of work is designed to be more efficient than traditional proof of work models due to its multi-chain approach, distributing the workload across several chains. So that is on consensus mechanism. Moving on to security. Kicking this segment off with Kaspa again. Kaspa's security is rooted in its proof of work mechanism combined with the block DAG structure. These multiple concurrent blocks and interconnections enhance the system's resistance to attacks, as an attempt to alter a block would require altering subsequent blocks connected to it. Potential risks for this type of security model. This is a novel block DAG approach which is less tested compared to traditional blockchains, which could present unknown security challenges as it scales. As for Kadena's security model, Kadena's security is bolstered by its chainweb architecture, which reduces the chance of a single chain being compromised. compromised. This parallel chains enhances security through the chain's interconnectedness, making it harder for attackers to take over the network. And potential risks for this type of security model is the one used by or employed by Kadena. While the Kadena architecture is robust, it is also complex. The interaction between multiple chains could introduce vulnerabilities, although the design minimizes this risk. As for transaction speed or TPS, Kaspa can achieve high transaction throughput due to its block-dark architecture, with the potential to handle thousands of transactions per second. The exact speed is variable depending on network conditions and the implementation of future upgrades. And as far as latency is concerned, Kaspa aims to provide low confirmation times, typically in the range of a few seconds, because blocks are confirmed quickly through the DAG structure. As for Kadena, starting with speed or transaction speed, TPS, Kadena's chain web can handle a high throughput, theoretically scaling to hundreds of thousands of TPS as more chains are added. In practice, it currently supports tens of thousands of TPS. So Kadena is way ahead of Kaspa at this point. And as for latency, Kadena allows low transaction latency with transactions confirmed within seconds, though this can vary depending on network congestion and the number of chains in operation. Now on to potential use cases for each of these layer 1s. Let's start off with Kaspa. Kaspa is ideal for microtransactions. The high throughput and low latency make Kaspa suitable for microtransactions and high frequency trading. Kaspa could support dApps, though it lacks a native smart contract platform, which might limit its appeal compared to other ecosystems. Kaspa is also ideal for payment networks. Kaspa's efficiency in processing transactions make it an ideal candidate for a decentralized payment network, but we still need that ability to write smart contracts on the Kaspa network, which I don't know if available yet. A few months back it wasn't, and there were dates being pushed back and it wasn't ready. Moving on to Kadena's use cases. Let's start off with its capability to support enterprise applications. Kadena's secure and scalable architecture is designed for enterprise use cases, including supply chain management, financial services, and healthcare. As for smart contracts, with Pact, Kadena is well suited for complex smart contracts that require high security and formal verification. So Kadena is way ahead on this one. Moving on to DeFi and NFTs, Kadena's scalability and smart contracts capabilities make it a strong contender in DeFi and NFT spaces, where high transaction volumes and security are paramount. So, in conclusion, guys, Kaspa offers a novel approach with this block-dark architecture, aiming for high scalability and low latency. It is particularly strong in environments requiring high throughput and quick confirmations, making it suitable for payment networks and microtransactions. However, its lack of native smart contracts capabilities might limit its versatility in comparisons to other layer 1s and specifically to Kadena. And as for Kadena, it stands out with its chain web architecture, which provides scalability, security, and energy efficiency, making it a strong candidate for enterprise application. Its use of the Pact smart contract language adds another layer of security, making it ideal for DeFi, NFTs, and other applications requiring complex smart contracts. So that said, I know we are all going to choose one or the other. For me, I've never held Kaspa. I've held Kadena in the past during the last bull run. I'm also adding to my Kadena bag. While Kadena is not leading the charts when it comes to social sentiment and so forth, no one is shilling it. For me, Kadena takes the edge due to its versatility, strong focus on security, scalability, and enterprise readiness. Kaspa offers some impressive technological advantages or innovations, I can give it that. But Kadena's broad range of use cases and mature ecosystem make it a more compelling layer 1 project in this comparison. What about you? What do you think? If you hold Kaspa, why are you holding it? And do you think you should be in Kadena, not in Kaspa? Let me know what you think. For me, either way, I think we are in this market to make money, so it's not all about the tech and it's not all about which one offers the potential for more use cases than the other. It's all about where are you going to get the most returns. But if you are in for the medium to long term, personally, I would say Kadena is probably the way to go. Now I want to know your thoughts. What do you think? Which one do you think comes ahead, Kaspa or Kadena? Here I'm not talking of price movements for the past year or so. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the technology, the use cases, and the underlying infrastructure or underlying technology. Which one do you think is ahead of the other? Please don't mention price movement or your returns. We've already excluded that. I just want to know from where we are today, where are you going to get the most returns from today, not from the past? And in terms of underlying technology, which one is more superior? And in terms of potential use cases, which one is actually going to win this battle between these two? Let me know in the comment section, guys. Until the next one, it's FD for Sigfag.tv signing out for now. Bye.